if you're new to my channel, I'm currently turning this full transit into a stealthy off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere camper van, and today I'm going to show you how I make this L-shaped sofa that transforms into a double bed. Now I know there are plenty of videos on YouTube showing you how to make this type of bed, but none of them are quite as simple as this or as entertaining, so stick around and I'll show you how it's done. Now I have seen a few people make this little mistake, so that's why I just want to briefly touch on it, cover this. Now when you're making an L-shaped sofa like this, obviously this is the back piece and this is solid because there's all sorts of stuff under there, but this section I want to have slats on it, and what we need to do is make sure we get these slats the same height as this so it's nice and flat when we're laying in bed. The last thing you want to do is end up with these slightly higher, and I have seen people do this, like I said, and that's why I want to just touch on this. The last thing you want is a ridge under your mattress because it's really uncomfortable and we don't want that. So now I know everything fits, everything's going to be nice and level, I can now get rid of the masking tape and screw it all together, which is what I'm going to do right now. Right, so I've made the framework for this slide out bed and I've cut some slats to size. And before I put it all together, I just want to quickly go over the various components, how they work and how they should be assembled. Very important, the assembly part. Now, as you can see, it's just a square frame. It has a slider at the back. This is sliding. This part here is obviously fixed. Now this slides on these two cross members. There's one this end, one this end, and these are simply screwed up underneath. That's all you need to do, just screw them up underneath, and all that does is just stop that from falling down like that. And then you have, oh yeah, the front piece here. This is on legs, so these are your legs. Also your slats are going to be screwed to this, and that's your front part. So these two are your moving parts, and then these two are your fixed parts like that. Now you have one slat there, and this is screwed down to the very rear framework, and the second piece back at the front. So that's screwed, that's not moving anywhere. A couple of screws in there, that holds it down. Now this slider has to move between these, that's why there's that clearance. And that's why I cut this groove. Now without that groove, what will happen is, this is a piece of off cut, that'll go in there and that'll stick. You'll never be able to move it. Okay, so it's very important that you cut a slot in this, so there's a little bit of clearance. I mean, this is a lot of clearance, it's a bit exaggerated for the video, so that it moves freely. Now also, and I've seen people make this mistake so many times, your sliding slat, if you was to screw this slat now to this sliding piece, if you was to screw that there like that, and the same at the front, by the time you get right down the end, there's so much friction or so much grippage that will never move because it's gripping on this cross member at the back, and the cross member itself is gripping underneath on the fixed slat, and it just will not move. So it's very important that you place a spacer between your sliding slat and your cross member, just to give it a little bit of clearance. I'll demonstrate. But what I do, I use a washer. I mean, it's about the size of a 2p, and that is plenty. It's about probably only a millimetre thick, but that washer, I simply place it on top of the sliding rear slide support, and then two screws, one each side of that washer, and when that's in place like this, it gives you this little bit of clearance. See that? I don't know if you can see that, but you can hear it. Okay, there's that clearance which allows it to move nice and freely. Also, very important to put a washer on the very front one, the very front frame, and then two screws, one each side. Again, that gives you this little bit of clearance for it to slide out and move nicely. It's all falling apart. Maybe I should have screwed this down for this demonstration. But anyway, I think I've made my point. The point is, the fixed slat is screwed down. The sliding slat, make sure you put a washer under each end. That way, it'll make it all nice and free, and it won't grip, and it will slide nice and easily. Also very important, I nearly forgot to mention this, make sure you've got a gap between each slider as well, each slat, so that they, if you have them together like that, again, it just causes too much friction, you won't be able to move it, so you do need a little bit of a gap. Also it helps the mattress breathe as well. So there you go, that's how the bed works. So all I've got to do now is put it together. I've cut a whole bunch of these, all the same length, so what I've got to do now is screw them into place. But before I do that, I'm going to round off all the edges, take the sharp corners off as well. I've got my little rasp to do that. And the ones that slide, I'm going to cut a very small chamfer along this edge, so that when it comes up, it just lifts itself up and goes over the top of that back support beam. It just needs to go and slide and just lift slightly. And by chamfering off that edge, it makes sure that it won't jam as I try and push it back into place. And to space them all out, to get them all in a nice space, I've got a piece of 5mm ply, and I'll just demonstrate there. Those two I've already screwed into place. There you go. So I'm going to use that piece of ply all the way along, so I'll get a nice 5mm uniform gap all the way down the whole length of it. So there you go, it's all screwed down now. Now hopefully, if I've done it right, it should just pull out. But I can't pull it out just yet because I've taped the legs together. And I do this with masking tape. I just use a bit of masking tape. I tape all the three legs together so that this front frame is held in place. It just stops it moving around. And hopefully, it should work. So cross your fingers and your toes. And hopefully, if I cut the seal, break the seal as I say, as long as I've got all these screws in the right place and I've remembered to put the washers in the right place, this should now just simply slide out. So here we go, fingers crossed. Oh, look at that, perfect. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? So there you go, that's going to slide right across there. One double bed. As I should go. Ta-da! So this is how it looks from underneath when it's working, just to give you an idea of the actual runners and how it works. As you can see, hello cat, it works, that's how it works. It's really simple, and that's what I mean by these support beams and that little cutout there, just to make sure that back slider can move freely. There you go. And that is really simple, that's how it works. There's the slider up that end, just show you how that works. There you go. And that's it, it's as simple as that.